Hello everyone, welcome back to SnowRunner. I'm HeadX, and this is our difficult mode. Things cost too much money, and you don't have enough of it. Hey Michelle, welcome in. So, did a little counting. There are a total, in Tamir, a total of 11 tasks left. Hello Steve, and 9 contracts left. So we are bringing Tamir to a close. I don't know if any of my difficult mode cohorts are going to jump in or not. I don't know if they seen the notification on Discord. And it's been a while since we've had our difficult mode up and running. So we'll see what they decide on. Now we've got a task already showing up there. Brian, how you doing? Let's go ahead and see which one is that. Not there. It's probably Tega Oil, being an oil rig drill. Derrick delivery, right there. Goes to the oil field and picks up somewhere else. Looks like it's picking up in the quarry. Or at least somewhere through that way. Oil rig drill. In the Drownlands. Did I get both the Terrans? Haven't really done a whole lot in the other map yet, but I cannot sell one of them because the way I got my rules set up in here, there is no selling of trucks. So we need to check the Drownlands. Accept that. And so it picks up over by the garage here. So we will make sure that I've got a capable truck in the garage first before I move, and then we'll move it over there. So let's jump in the garage and see what I've got here. Oh yeah, they're decent scouts. Happy Veterans Day? Well, thank you very much, Rio. You're very welcome. Truck storage. Oh, yes. That's right, I got these guys. What does that... Hang on, I gotta see what saddle that requires. Global map. I don't need that, I just need the regular map. Hey, Adam. Welcome in. Oh, well, hey, that's actually pretty cool. Because I am not actually streaming this through the capture card in the computer right now. Because, like I said, I can't keep that here all the time. This is just going straight through the PlayStation. And Streamlabs looks like it's still doing its job. Nice. Because I pretty much think I got the shoutouts thing figured out. So that's pretty good. So what? Oh, I wanted to see what saddle that required. It doesn't say. Oh, well, if it's just a drill, it'd just go on a regular trailer, right? So, okay, we're good. So we're just gonna global map, Drownlands, move to garage. This is the good old difficult mode. That was the notification. You didn't see the notification in Discord, Rio? It is set up. There's a code in there for you if you want to jump in. We are getting Tamir wound down to the end. Total of 11 tasks and 9 contracts. No, I shouldn't, but I'm going to spend some money. But we're also going to make sure we sell the old stuff here. Yep, 20 jobs in total. Yeah, 745C in the scout buffs? Oh, absolutely. The winch I'm not going to do yet. I mean, that's 20 grand that isn't necessarily needed to be spent. Okay. This needs two things on here. It needs the crane and a low saddle. $770G is kind of useful from what you've seen. Yeah, haven't tried it yet. And if you guys remember right, one of the rules I had set up in this difficult mode was I cannot change the time of day. The update's not on Switch. Yeah, it seems like Switch players kind of got screwed here because you don't get year 5 either. Has a major issue Nathan found out today when using it with the high saddle. Oh yeah. Oh, Mac users don't get it either. Stay on the road, dadgummit. Railing by the high saddle so it can't turn left when using the high saddle trailer. Great. Yeah, they didn't think that one through all the way, did they? I don't have a loading platform, so gotta pay the fee. And now it makes a long hike. Yeah, isn't that hard? Yeah, I think they just throw it out there and don't actually try anything. Long trip all the way through. Hey, it's almost like Washington, man. Got to drive through all 3 maps with this load. Oh, I didn't put a roof rack on this guy. Need a petition for console equality? Well, I think as far as the Switch users getting screwed over, I think that's Nintendo not wanting to pay their fees. Because each console, I believe, has to pay for certain rights to the games, licensing rights. And if Nintendo decides they don't want to pay the licensing for it, they're not going to get it. I don't think that's Saber trying to screw people over, because Saber's gonna want money wherever they can get it. I'm pretty sure that is Nintendo not paying the licensing. Please flip the truck. I don't want to flip the truck. That costs me time and sometimes money. Yeah, Nintendo's not certifying it for Switch 2. Which, I mean, okay, that's fine. You don't want to do it for Switch 2, but what about the people that have the original Switch? Are Saber's going bankrupt and making bad decisions? Yeah, well, somehow I don't see that one happening. Saber has a lot. I was surprised. I looked one day at their list of games between Focus and Saber, and there's quite the extensive list of games that they've got out. Look at that dashboard in here in the dark. Fuel gauge up on the top left. Woo! Made bank earlier this year with Space Marine 2. Oh yeah. Most of the Saber games aren't played. Alright, let's see how she does. Will she just pull straight through this mud pit? Yeah, this is the part here where you tend to get stuck. High range all-wheel drive. Made it through that part. Really dang salty, like 4 times as salty as usual. Yeah, happens to the best of us. I found myself like that on one of the Saturdays when I was at work. And it was only me, the boss, and the little Italian guy that irritates me, but he was even leaving me alone, you know, not anywhere near me. And I just found myself all ticked off just for the sake of being ticked off. And I was like, yep, I finished up what I was on, shut my machines off, told the boss, I said, I'm going home. I'm not in a good place. You know, if I would have known that the Streamlabs would work just being set up, that it would keep working even when I didn't have it connected to the system I was playing on, I would have set that up on my laptop a long time ago, because the laptop's at the shop, not even at the house hooked up to anything right now. So I thought that was pretty cool when it gave Adam a shout out. Ooh, wow. She slowed right down on this hill. Maybe should have left it in high. Evening, Sergey. Prepared to see sabers fall. Hey, as long as it don't happen till after year 5 is done with. I paid for year 5. I want my year 5, darn it. I am headed to Zimnogorsk. Just left the Drownlands. Got to drive all the way through here to get up to Zimnogorsk, and then all the way to the northeast corner of Zimnogorsk to the oil field. Oh, I passed the entrance to the fuel station. Oh well. Keep doing this thing on all my YouTube streams. Add it as a Twitch moderator, and it'll do the same over there. Nice. Yeah, I really didn't know that it would work when I wasn't running through the system that I've got it on. That's kind of cool. Like I said, I would have put that on a long time ago. So does that mean the games like Heist and Gamble and all that still work too? Because everybody that stuck it out yesterday and that was there for the testing, I went through and added 5,000 points to each and every one of them. Has got 5,000 points to start with. Ah! Nice. You know it's going to be a real test for this Pandera, crossing that river. Womp womp. You might have wanted till after the heist. Waited till after the heist was done, Adam. You might have had a little bit more to work with. More to lose. Results. Infected you with SnowRunner Season 16? You caved in and started another playthrough? Ha! We got ya. See the little eyes of the critters out in the trees out there. Do believe it's up a little bit further yet. Right around here. Well, she will go into high. All right, here's the water. Here's our test. Is it gonna kick me out? I don't know. Have any idea what that winch is attached to. Mainly came inside this time around just because it's easier to see the road sometimes from the inside at night. Ooh. Ah! Till you do that. Okay, what do I got out? Anything close by? What's this one? Oh, that's Mama. Okay. Guess it's Mama to the rescue. She can help put the load back on, too. What in the world? Turn the corner. Off the rock. Turn the corner. Oh, let's see now. Let's see if this is close enough to ooh, so we're just gonna slide around, are we? I hope they don't mind their drill slightly dented, because I know landing on them rocks could not have done it any favors. Oof. Okay, well, let's not do that. Yeah, see, I got the one anchor's not, it's going in the ground and not hitting anything. Alright, we're going to reposition. We'll make more of a little 90 out of this. I got to back up just a hair bit to give the anchors room. There we go. $5,104 points. Impossible to pack cargo. It's got to be because of the position. About now. Nope. Okay, well, I understand the 5001. Where'd the 4 come from? Every 5 minutes that you are engaged in chat, you get 1 point. Spin it 180 degrees. Yeah, it's probably one of them deals where it can't automatically pack, so I'll wait till I get to a little bit better ground to redo it. Get out of that chaos over there. Driving the same drill in Black River right now? Nice. Yeah, you got one goes to the drilling site in Black River, you got one goes to the drilling site in Smithville. Of course, Smithville also gets that gigantic trailer. Alright, I think I'm on some better ground here for repositioning this. I'm going to try one more time here. Yeah, I definitely have to rotate it. Nice slow rotation. Have fun if I can. Always have fun. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, Black River gets a big construction trailer. Yeah, in fact, I think the one in Black River, that's the harder one to deliver because you got to bring it down that road. And you either take the long way around with it, or you have to take it down that windy road, which can be a royal pain in the butt. There we go. All right. I do like that you can go almost right into high range with it. Heck, it almost took off with the high range. I think probably because it was downhill. Use the Tega 6436. Yeah, taking the long way. What you were doing when you started playing SnowRunner? Took it across the raging river. Yeah, you don't take the shortcut on that. Nope. Not with that trailer. That's just asking for trouble. Uh-oh, what am I hooked on? A tree. There's a tree behind me. Oh, goodness. Caught right underneath of me. Can't go backwards or forwards. Winching to the side has never been a bad thing. I haven't completed the task that way. My first playthrough, that's what I did, and I fought with it. I hit that one corner, and the thing darn near wanted to fall over. Didn't fall over, but I fought with it for probably an hour and a half trying to get it around there. Oh, it was a nightmare. Uh-oh. We're stuck. Come on. Now the 745C has a snorkel and a high saddle. He's gonna have fun pulling mission trailers with it. Obi-Wan, hello there. There is. As the doors creak and curtains blow, water drips in corridors. Spiders scramble, Stu's coffin creaks open as a wild vampire welcomes the night. Oh, no, 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 no. Not that way, you don't pull. Oh, there's nothing over there for my winch to grab. Well, that's unfortunate. What about back here? Aha! Well, Streamlabs don't like your greeting, but we'll have to see if I can fix that. I don't have it with me to fix right now, but we'll try to get that fixed. I just tried cutting the corner a little bit, and not a real good idea. We all know what happens when you got hard surface under one half and squishy on the other half. You tip over. Yeah, at least I saved it. Well, another good thing is this truck will be way over and still keep running. And even if it stalls, you can usually end up restarting it. Unless it's completely at 90. Alright, gold tick. Drilling operations underway. Good. Very good. I can't get back lost time, but at least we're moving now. Thank you. 1080 XP. 8,900 cash. Repair shop restock. Deliver to the service hub. In the quarry. Alright, probably shouldn't take it across here, but we'll see how it does with the old shortcut across the trees. Cadera don't seem to be too friendly with off-camber. Thomas, how are you doing, sir? Got to make a slight downhill angle here before it tips all the way. Is that the hill with the Tataran? Yeah, I believe it is. The Tataran is typically up here. Alright, I need to put my little markers down here. We need to go this way and then this way. One minute. Well, there's another one gone, Sam. Done chewed a hole in him. Nope. He's gone. Gone till I can fix him. He just chewed a hole in another one of his new toys. One of his favorites that he had from it, too. Probably because it had a stupid little green Christmas hat on and he was trying to chew the hat off of it. I'm going to stop here for a quick second and take a peek at the map. I want to see. See, I was kind of looking at that gap, but that gap would get me this way, but not where I need to go. Okay. I'm not sure about that either. So we'll just stick to the main road. Vehicle spare parts times 3. Yeah, definitely could not have come through that. Well, kind of odd that it chose one way over there, considering that wasn't even the direction I was looking. Let's do a manual connection so I get something useful. Well, I don't know, guys. You think we'll make it all the way back to the garage here? Oh, look at that. The one thing this guy needs that he don't have is a roof rack. And the paint job. Oh. No, I'm not going to worry about spending money on that. That's just looks anyhow. So where do I pick up vehicle spare parts? I can't get them here anywhere. So global map. Pretty sure they don't come from the quarry, but we'll look anyhow. There's a drop off, and yes, they do not come from the quarry. Gotta go to the Drownlands for them. Okay, well. That means if I gotta pick them up in the Drownlands, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna sell this trailer, and then go back in the garage, transfer to the Drownlands, pick up a new trailer, and go from there. Free fuel on this playthrough? Nope, no free fuel on this playthrough. This isn't hard mode. This is I'd call it difficult mode because I've set some of the rules myself. But like recovery, auto loading, all that kind of stuff you have to pay for. The fuel prices are randomized at the fuel stations. Like there's one fuel station at $64 a gallon. Bryce found that out the hard way. So, yeah. There's always that. Yeah, and then there's some fuel stations you pay $8. So, if you have the rock slide open, quarry takes just as long to get to the warehouse and Drownlands from the garage. And yep. Probably, I'm almost thinking about shooting for this gateway to go back the other way. But I don't know. Anyhow, let's get out here and get our ooh, wait, I'm getting 3 slots, extra fuel, extra repair parts. Silly not to. See how she does pulling this through the mud. Have fun and take the high ground. Oh, up there to the right? Yeah. Been there, done that. First playthrough running around with the seismic vibrator module getting stuck in the middle of them trees. Those things are a little thick. Take it so Obi-Wan can't take it. Never deny a Jedi Master his high ground. Yeah, Stu, I know what I got to do to fix the thing so it don't cut your greeting off. Vehicle spare parts. 3, please. Alright, hang on. Let's check and verify. Which gateway? Yeah, we're going to go to this gateway just because it's so much closer. I think I've got like 6 or 7 of his stuffies I gotta fix holes in. Not that one. Not that. Grab the light pole right in front of you. I mean, is it really so difficult? No, you wanted little bushes. Maybe if I would have turned the all-wheel drive on, that would have helped too, but too late. We're moving. Well, just because I don't want to use up my roof rack and extra fuel if I don't have to, I'd rather save that for when I can't get to a fuel station. Not sure what the price here is. We are at $46 a gallon. Holy crap. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little steep at some of them. It's Biden all over again. We're not going to go there. No politics, man. Might have set that one up. Yep. Doesn't this road look a lot different in the daylight? It looks like lots of green potatoes. Too bad we can't harvest them and take them to season 8. Why do I have a waypoint in here? Oh yeah, that's what we were doing the last time. We were rescuing, was it Bryce that kept falling over here? Or was it, no, I think it was Austrian. That was Austrian that we, kept having to rescue over here. That's right. Minor details. Task for later. Okay. Get out of here. We're going to hang a left, cut through there, and head on up. Wonder where I was talking to him yesterday after we got done with the test stream. He popped in for a little bit, but I didn't have a whole lot of time to talk because I was in the middle of trying to get something made to eat and get set up for the actual silent stream. Kind of disappointing that we went the first 2 hours with no sound, but I was glad we got the sound figured out in the end. Slid right into that one. I may have to send him a message and let him know that we are back to doing some difficult mode. When the FLD 120 took a nap. Nah, he's just been kind of bummed because with season 16, you know, I had put the difficult mode off. But I've got to send him a message, let him know that I'm going to be doing this again. At least Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday evenings right now. Because you said it took again. Yeah. I think he's kind of gotten used to some of that kind of stuff, but gotta kind of not clip on him so much. You know, we don't want to. We want to have fun with one another, but we don't want to be offending one another. So just kind of limit the amount of which sarcasm comes out aimed at one specific person. Like the hard mode. Well, again, this is a difficult mode. It's not 100% hard mode. So there's certain things I can get away with and certain things I can't. Like I can change trucks from one region to the next without it costing me money. But no recovery, no auto loading. Well, recovery costs me money, so does the auto loading. You know, all that stuff costs money. So that's why I try to bring cranes out on every truck, which unfortunately I spent the money on auto loading these because I wasn't thinking about it. My brain was still off in La La Land for my regular playthrough. Didn't even think about it and just slapped them on there. $450 later. I'm not sure how many points the Zix required to get it handled. In fact, it might be repaired. It might just need fuel. All right, repair shop restock. Great. Thanks for taking care of that. 340 XP, 3,800 cash. And while we're sitting here, let's see. Zix. Yes, we still have to redo him. We got 550 on the trailer. We need 440 to repair him. So he is fully repaired. And refuel. All right, now, haha, here's the next thing. If I switch this, now that it's taken it off of the, well, hold on. Let's start tracking that. So going to a different region and back doesn't cost me? No. If the truck goes into the garage, it will refuel, but it will not repair. However, unfortunately, if you remember, Steve, when I first set this up, I accidentally hit the no damage button because I was just checking different options out and accidentally clicked on the no damage. So you got to pay for damage, but you're not going to take any damage. So so it still needs more fuel. Now, if I take fuel out of it after I put fuel in it, is it going to... Okay, stage complete. So now I'm going to try doing this. We are going to go back over here to Zix. No, we got a wrong one. Ah! Take the fuel back. All right, where do I got to deliver this guy to? That box over there? Been so long you forgot the rules. Yeah, I know. It's been a while since we've been in here. There we go. Off-roader. Much obliged. To tell you the truth, it's not the first time that driver has gotten himself into trouble. I suspect he may be drinking again. This may have to be his last job. 430 XP, 5,550 cash. Nice. Now, deliver to the shipwreck. Medium logs. 2 out of 3 delivered. Guess where the other load is? The other load is the ones that are sitting on the ground over here that we have to go rescue. So, what truck is this one that I have parked here? The White Western Star. Easy, easy. Okay, I have no crane on this guy. To be honest, well, you're probably dropping a snow runner because of the saber crap. That'd be all right. You can't let what they got going on stop you. All right, we're gonna move this guy up here out of the way a little bit. Amazing Amanda. Suspect he's drinking again. Well, that's a sad backstory, isn't it? Hey, Bryce. How goes it? Good. You are welcome to. How much time we got left? Yeah, I got a little over an hour left, so. Okay, that's right. I don't have a crane on either of these trucks to pick these logs up. I want to see something. I got 1 log here. Should be 2 more of them up over this way. They kind of scattered to the 4 winds, I believe, when we reloaded. Oh, nope, the other 2 are back behind it. So 1 log there. I want to make sure they're all there. Yep, there they are. Hiding in the woods. Right there. Alright, so we need to get one set up to carry 1 set of medium logs with a logging crane. There's a 3rd one there. There's 2 of them hiding in the woods and a 3rd one sitting over there. Alright, we'll see you later, Bryce. Yep. See that when you came in, Amazing Amanda? How it did your shout out for you? Told you I found the switch for it. I watched a couple more YouTube videos last night to try to figure some stuff out. The link didn't work, huh? Um, so, like, clicking on the link didn't bring it to your channel? Oh, this page isn't available. Alright, well, we'll have to fix that. I'll have to try to fix that, see if I can do something that worked about it. Such a steep learning curve. You're very welcome for the shout out. I'm happy to do it. Got a lot of help from a lot of people coming up the ladder, and the least I can do is help others. There's a space after slash by the looks of it. The UCT's not underlined. That could be. You know, Amanda, I think that was the one that we had set up where Steele sent it to me. Remember, he had to send it in like two separate texts. So probably when I pasted the second half in there, it probably put that space in it. And here I am burning fuel sitting here at an idle. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Sam needs to go outside. Give me 1 second. All right, let's get back underway. Also broke multiplayer. Multiplayer's been broke since the beginning. Yeah, so there's definitely a space in there. Okay, I'll try to fix that tomorrow, and then we can see if it works tomorrow. Because the computer's at work, so when I get to work, I can go on there in the morning or at lunchtime, and I'll try to fix it. Turn that off when I don't need it. And of course I turn it off and then I need it right away. Oh, look, I did have a log crane coming in. Switch, there's no join via code in the co-op menu no more. Really? Wow, they're like just cutting all support for Switch. Again, though, I don't know that that's a Saber thing. I think that's a Nintendo thing. Decided they didn't want to pay the license fees anymore. That would be my initial guess. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try something to make this a little less tippy. Let's go into crane mode. We are going to stick this thing out, back, and down. Try to get some of the weight. I don't know if what I want to do is going to work. Yeah. See, because it's wanting to extend, and I'm not wanting it extended. Yeah, I think that's just going to make matters worse. Yeah, I think that's just going to make it worse like that. So we will put it back. Because the other way that it puts the box up in the air too. Actually, we're going to go with low plus. Give me a little bit more speed, but it should help me to keep it down enough to not get too crazy. Or not. We don't call him Flippy for nothing. Okay. Flatten a couple of trees, maybe. On your feet, soldier. Oh, there he is. I'm done. At least he gave me time to get the truck back on its feet. Oh, good. It's going to be dark probably by the time I get there. Definitely looks like a Nintendo thing. When you go to the SnowRunner page on Nintendo's shop online, it has a Switch. It has a link to Nintendo Switch Online plans. Ah. Yep. Which means they're probably changing some things on how they're doing it. Said it before and I'll say it again. Nintendo has never, from the very beginning, been very good about keeping up with the Joneses as far as making sure they were on par with what everybody else had going on. I mean, they've got good games, but take a look, even their latest generation of stuff, you look at any of the Mario stuff, and it all has the same crappy graphics as it had in the beginning. It still looks like 8-bit. Alright, this is semi-solid. I'm going to park here and let Sam in. He doesn't realize it's getting darker by the second. Alright, well there's the trailer. Which then I got to turn that thing around. So that I've got something to put them in. Trying to see what I got going on. I got tree branches right in the way. The old Flippy here may just end up getting towed back by the White Western Star, so I ain't gotta fight that tippiness the whole time. Alright, we're gonna park him. White Western Star. I ain't got much fuel in this guy, that's for sure. No, the 6900 XD's got a roof rack on it, so I can get fuel out here. Rarely use your switch anymore. Yeah, kind of would have been nice if Nintendo would have put it out to the general public, to their users, to say, hey, what do you think about this idea? All right. Change truck. I'm going to try to squeak forward here some and see if I can get a position where I can reach that and still reach it to get it into the truck. Oh, it's got one anchor that won't hit because of the angle. That ain't going to work. Gotta fix that. Gotta have working anchors. Why? This thing's not that crooked. Just won't put that anchor down. Well, we're gonna have to go with what we got. Bedtime? Alright, Steve, have yourself a good night. Thanks for popping in. Well, at least it separated them. So I should be able to get an actual good bite on it. Ooh, it's not in there very good, it don't look like. Let's see how much fuel can I give that guy. I'm going to switch that around. Give it all to them. This will be the final update Switch for Switch, which also marks the end of crossplay between Switch and other platforms. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the setting for the long messages. Yep, Nintendo's killing Switch, so that's why that's happening, is because they're getting ready to try to push out their next latest and greatest, so they're going to kill all the support for their previous stuff. Seldom type that much. Yep, definitely a Nintendo thing. Oh, see? Look at that. We'll top that off, and then I'll drag it behind me, back over, and top the Fleet Star back off with it. All right. Bigger boat. Thanks to you, we've bought us more time to deal with the most critical issues. 670 XP, 5,950 cash. And some good pets from the puppy dog. I can get the side of it. I ain't worried about if it flips over, because see if I get the nose now. Ha-ha! When you're dragging these things behind you, half the time they're upside down anyhow. Not a good spot to stop your truck. It'll drive right through it, but you stop it, sinks. Oh, it's going to make me release the winch so I can use it ahead of me. So we'll have to creep forward a little bit, grab the trailer. Really? It's trolling me right about now. Probably mainly because I can't see the trailer behind me. Yeah, it's going to make me detach. New winch point. Again, like I said, not the best spot to stop your truck. So you get around this corner, it won't be so bad. It's just getting around the corner. Yeah, we're stopped again. Drag the trailer forward. All right. Oh, I'm too far forward now? You stupid thing. It's going to make me back up. Doesn't help having a massive trailer behind me and then the Scout fuel trailer acting like a boat anchor behind that. Well, hello, Ged. This is the difficult mode. If you looked in the Discord under the SnowRunner chat, I posted the code there. I even put down difficult mode so that you guys would be able to see it. Can't join right now? Okay. Ah. No, we are down to about 18 things left to do. 17 things left to do. Well, right now I'm the only one here. But I have knocked out quite a few things. Alright, Ged. We'll talk to you later. Where was the post about the Switch? It's probably right on Nintendo's website. Actually, hang on, I gotta check the map. Because I want to go closest way to get rid of this trailer, I believe. It's going to be down there. So yeah, so after I pass the FLD, oh man, this is going to be a long way to go pulling this trailer. Alrighty. What time was it? We still got about 3 hours till the sun starts coming up. Oh, there's the 6900. Need 2 concrete slabs and 4 vehicle spare parts for the next deal there. Ooh, who left that thing parked right smack dab in the middle of the road? Gotta go up the hill. Up and over. You can't play SnowRunner anymore. Probably won't join the streams because of all the time you lost playing it. Alright, I gotta, ooh, see? I mean, you can go down this way, but this was not the way I wanted. I needed to go this way. How did I completely miss that turn? And then down. Alright, I gotta try to get this thing out of here now. Is there a way to... not really. Come on. Swing her back. Trailer's not the easiest to turn around when you have daylight. Use the other truck? I would have if I ended up needing to. But turned out I had just enough space. Little BF&I is all that you need sometimes. Yeah, you know, you hear people complain and say how PlayStation doesn't like to play well with others. I really think Nintendo's the one that don't like to play well with others. Nintendo's kind of the Apple of consoles. They were one of the first real console, you know, first of the newer generations of consoles out there, and then they got it in their heads that they could do whatever they wanted when they wanted, and it didn't matter what their customers felt like, which is exactly what Apple does. Apple just kind of does what they feel like, and well, if you have Apple stuff, you're going to buy a new iPhone every 2 years whether you want to or not, because they're going to stop supporting the previous models. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Apple doesn't make good products. Their products are just fine, but they stopped supporting and updating those products after a couple of years so that you're forced to buy the new. Because Switch and Switch 2 are obsolete. Oh, yeah. Your iPhone's still going strong after 5 years? Yeah, I was just reading something the other day where they had made comments and stuff about how they stopped doing support after so long. But again, it goes to show not everything that you read is necessarily true. All right, there's that one back. Now, Fleet Star. At least it's starting to get daylight again. Refuel. Now we got to get them back. Again, I wouldn't say it's Sabre. I can't say it's not, though. I mean... Pokemon ZA just came out, and it looks like a PS1 game. Yeah, again, it's kind of what I was saying about how they tend to be so far behind the time in graphics and stuff. Even their new stuff doesn't look like it's half the quality. Well, again, that's kind of a careful what you wish for thing. Sabre could get bought out, and it could be by somebody even worse. Could be Game Freak. They haven't advanced much since the original Pokemon games. Yeah. Yeah, EA's not going to get into something like this kind of a game because EA's all about sports. The racing, the football, basketball, baseball. That's EA's niche. They're not looking to jump into a whole other market. Most of the developers, I think, they make a name for themselves somewhere, and that's where they stay. So again, okay, well, however, how many people have heard of Plants vs. Zombies? I've never heard of that until you just mentioned it. Battlefield, I almost think they had started out with Battlefield, didn't they? That was when they were initially trying to compete with Call of Duty. What? Plants vs. Zombies is a classic? Yeah, I've never heard of it till now. Is it kind of along the lines of the funny little games like you and Steel like to play? Because something like that, I would probably get just to play for kicks. Nope, never even heard of that one either. Zombies ate my neighbors. I like it. I like it a lot. Sam, if you don't stop dropping that heavy ball on my toe, I'm going to whoop you. He's like, yeah, right, whatever. Plants vs. Zombies is more similar to a tower defense game. PVZ2 looks like a cartoon. Tell you, I was laughing my butt off the other night when you were playing Human Fall Flat. That was some of the funniest stuff I'd ever watched. Hydrology extended logging server is not in the game. Hydrolift? Okay. Yeah, the Hydrolift logging trailer? Yeah, it probably is, but I didn't have it at the point in time that we started this whole mission. Come on, swing around. There you go. Oh, the one for 2 medium loads. Oh, that's it's not, that one's not a hydrolift. That's long logs, but the hydrolift, the double medium trailer. That's what I just dropped off at the trailer store. See, before I came up here, just kind of kept la 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 straight ahead. Yeah, the Hydrolift is the blue logging trailer. Yeah, it's the foldable one. The double medium. Well, what saddle do you have on right now? You need a low saddle for it. But if you're looking for the Hydrolift trailer, you need to put the add-on on first, and then you can change it over. Then you'll find it. Need to get ready for your stream? All right, Amazing Amanda. Amanda Amazing. I always reverse that. I'll probably pop in a little bit before I jump into bed tonight. Oh, streaming together tonight? What game are you playing? Is it the cleanup one you were doing? Pavel was involved in SnowRunner and he has Spin Tires X in the mix. Yeah, I heard something about Spin Tires X. It could be level restricted. I don't know. You know, but because all my profiles except... No, I think even this one is up to level 30 now. Where am I? Yeah. So on all my profiles that I got, I'm already at level 30, so I couldn't tell you if it's level locked or not. Purifiers, yeah. That was kind of cute. Especially when you guys found the cat in the tank. So you just got to keep old Flippy in a lower speed. And he does pretty good. Can't even use low plus. That's too fast for it. I am going to have to get a scout over here to turn the scout trailer in. I think I got a few more scout fuel trailers floating around out here. Alright, take care, Man Amazing. There's our destination. Tomorrow night, I will be starting the slow trek of getting the Pembina oil fields map up to the point at which I was at when I first started my YouTube videos. That is the mod map that my very first video was done off of. And I want to get it to the point of being able to stream that same mission live on my 1 year mark. So I'm going to be using Wednesday nights to work on that map. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays will be the difficult mode for now. Oh, you know what? Well, we're going to park this guy over here. We are going to grab this trailer and get it sold. Okay, let's see now. See, there's the double logging for 2 medium logs. There's the 1 log and 1 short. Yeah, there's the hydrolift. So it is the second from the bottom in the list in the trailer store. Yeah, that's crazy. Yep, second from the bottom in there. What time are we at? 2019. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right there. We will come back next time around and work on supply and demand. That'll be Tuesday, but tomorrow night, again, I'm going to be starting a playthrough on Pembina oil fields to work on getting that up to the plane in the butt task. And that way I'll have that ready to go on my anniversary. I hate that you need to run a scout over to sell them trailers. Yeah, well, minor details and all that. But again, I thank you for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, please feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. And again, tomorrow night, Pembina oil fields. Thursday, we will be back here on difficult mode, which is a co-op playthrough. As long as you have Discord for some voice chat so that we can communicate together, even if others can't hear you. At least I can hear you, and we can communicate. You're more than welcome to join in. And with that, we will see you next time.